All right, next up, we got football fans and environment, USA versus Europe, part two. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. If y'all new, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know what's going on. If y'all don't know what's going on, make sure y'all go check out the most recent video. All right, that'll give you some context for this video. This is part two right here. All right, this is part two of football fans and atmosphere, USA versus Europe. We did part one yesterday, so make sure y'all like up the video. Make sure y'all go check out the first one before y'all check out this one, and let's get into it. All right, mind you, we are Americans. We are Americans looking at the different environments around the world. So I don't know if this is soccer. This is looking like it's football, but obviously they might change the sport when we go to Europe. All right, for the part two. Okay, so yeah, chant. Mind you, Europe doesn't have American football. Europe does not have American football. They have like overseas football leagues, but then they have soccer leagues also. Tennessee, yeah, Tennessee crowd be litty. Tennessee's crowd be litty for sure. Now that's the only thing I will say. Observing from the last video, when it was the football fans part one, it was mainly soccer. But what I will say about like the soccer arenas and the crowd, especially when it was in Europe, they were in sync when it came to their chat, to their chants, to the different like shit that they were doing, just how they interacted. It was pretty much all in sync. They knew the anthems. They knew which songs they wanted to sing. They knew which anthems they were singing, and they were in sync for the most part. In America or in the States, they're not really in sync. They're just kind of saying different shit all around the stadium. Unless they get to a point where they are clapping in sync or they're doing something in sync. Like you give me like they're in sync right there. Obviously, this is Georgia. This is SC. Oh no, it's Texas right here. Texas, man, that shit litty. That shit litty. They might not be jumping around everywhere, but that shit is definitely lit. It's full all the way to the top, like all the way to the top. Texas A&M too. It's a little bit above average. Everybody's kind of singing a little bit, but it's just not like that crazy energy like to where everybody's jumping around and shit. It's not like that. See, like people are participating for sure. This is still Texas, but this is against Alabama. I'm pretty sure. Mind you, you can't see all of the crowd either. People are clapping and they cheering. I think the Alabama fans are cheering. Okay, so the Alabama fans are cheering, and they're in Texas. So obviously, there's a lot of Texas fans out there. There's a lot of Alabama fans too. Don't get me wrong, but this isn't their home field, and I think Texas just lost. Florida State. Florida State is another good school. That be going crazy. That's another good one. See, they got their chant. You know what I mean? It's solid. It's decent. It's decent. People participating. Yeah, it gets louder and louder for sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. This Georgia right here. They bleeding red in that stadium. They bleeding red in that stadium. Unless you get litty too. Yeah, yeah. Are you? Are you? That's Liddy. Yeah, yeah, that's Liddy. That's Liddy. For sure. Yeah, that's Liddy. That's Liddy. Yeah, for sure. Now let's go to Europe. Part two. That's a nasty looking ass tunnel, I ain't gonna lie. Volume warning, okay, so let's turn this shit down. Turn this shit down a little bit. They got security. Okay. See the SWAT team right there. Actual player entrance tunnel. Okay. You see the whole SWAT team with him on the left and the right. Uh huh. This shit nasty in here though. I ain't gonna lie. Off presentation, they gotta clean them up. They gotta clean those up for sure. I know y'all got some funding to clean all them tunnels up where people just spray paint and shit. Make it a different color. Make it all black. You feel me? Make it a theme. Something nice. You know what I mean? Like that's piss. That's piss on the floor. Red Star. They said Cervantes Bethesda versus Partisan. So I know there's gonna be a soccer game for sure. Um, let's see how jam packed it is in here. You hear them going crazy and chanting already, so you knew that was gonna be a given. You knew that though. Another reason why they need so many like security guards, I feel like, is because also people do pop flares, and it is a thing to pop flares when you're in Europe, when you're overseas, versus in the States. It is completely illegal to pop flares. I know it might be illegal now, but this was still part of like the tradition. Not necessarily the tradition, but it was still part of something that foreigners and people of Europe did, like regardless. Like it was damn near a part of the tradition, like just fan base tradition. Like whether it was basketball, whether it was soccer, people were popping flares in the crowd. If I'm wrong, please let me know if I'm wrong, because obviously I don't live in Europe, but I'm just kind of assessing it for what I see it as. Like there's been a lot of instances or occurrences where there's been flares in the stands. In the U.S., that doesn't really happen. Not at football games, very rarely at soccer games, if at all. And then another thing too is like I be seeing these big ass flags in these European games. Overseas, I be seeing these big ass flags in the stands. When I be seeing these games in the States, I don't be seeing none of these big ass flags. I don't even think they let you in the stadium with these big ass flags. I see it. I see it. I see the crowd energy. I'm already knowing. I already understand. Another thing, another thing about this part too. I'm not gonna keep pausing it, but these are like, these are like the biggest overseas rivalries. Some of these are like the biggest overseas rivalries that you'll ever see. Partisan, Cervena Zvezda, Olympiacos, obviously Panathinaikos. These different rivalries that are pretty big in these countries, they're always gonna have more intensity than a college football game. Mind you, some of these college rivalries they get out of hand also, but it usually leads to storming the field, fighting, fans fighting, disagreeing, arguing, shit like that. It does not always exceed this energy because like I feel like people put more into these rivalries than they do like college football games. Respectfully, these rivalries I feel like are much bigger, and it's much more meaningful. Like it's so much history behind these rivalries that sometimes that gets overlooked. And most of the time, when you got this much intensity, that's because your fans like they want to show out for certain games, certain things. Yeah, they're going crazy. See, they're going crazy, and it's not no discredit to European fan bases whatsoever. Y'all do y'all shit. I love y'all energy that y'all bring to every single event. It's just like Americans, they don't always bring that same energy and intensity to every single event they go to. And I feel like it's a collective effort. It's not just one person or not just two people. Like it's a whole. Like you know, that's fire though. This is tough. Something that you want to experience. Shit go crazy. Like see like stuff like this. Like you'll never see this. You'll never see this shit right here. You'll never see flares while soccer games are going on. You'll never see that. Never seen all that fire. Like, you won't see it. Side versus side. So that's the red side. The other side is the blue side. So that's kind of like, this is kind of like this is kind of like your student section in a way. Obviously, you've seen that, and no discredit here whatsoever. This is the blue team student section right here, right? No flags, no none. Then you have a section where it's not full whatsoever. You got a section where it's pretty empty, right? Until you get to the other side, then this is their student section. That's kind of how you see it. I wonder where this field is. This field looks fire. One side versus the other. Bayern Munich. They going crazy in there too. Look at that big ass flag. Just like how big y'all think this flag is right here? This one too. Like that shit is huge, bro. That one is huge too. Like, yeah, I don't. This is a culture that y'all got in a headlock. I'm gonna be real. Y'all got this shit in a headlock because people are not bringing them big ass flags in U.S. stadiums or U.S. arenas. They're not, or I don't think so. I don't think. Me personally, I don't think. I've never seen it. And mind you, I watch a lot of basketball games. I know this isn't basketball, but like I be seeing them big ass flags at basketball games. And then you guys don't have football. You guys have obviously football, so soccer, but you guys don't have American football. But even then, like American football or soccer, I feel like y'all would still have those big ass flags, and I don't ever see those. I keep honing in on the flags, but like that's something that really kind of sticks out to me because it's just crazy. Like you'll see small flags like this, of course. But when it gets to those, nah. Like, bro, look at that big ass A. I feel like that ups the culture also. That's something that y'all can do that we necessarily can't really do. Mind you, you still gotta have the energy and the intensity to still be in sync and jump around and shit. So, in that aspect, for sure, y'all energy is unmatched. Y'all energy is unmatched. There's no denying that. And it's all the credit in the world that goes to y'all because y'all show up for y'all teams. Uh huh. They got people leading the pack. They got security all down here just watching, just plotting. Section 12. What is Section 12? Like, what is the meaning behind Section 12? That's fire though. That's litty. Yeah, that's definitely like a student section. This shit is crazy though. This shit is insane. This is insane. All this is insane. Like that shit's wild. That shit's actually really dangerous if you honestly want to think about it. But like, hey, people love it. So what can you do? That shit is dangerous though. want to be honest, that shit is dangerous. One wrong move and too many people get hurt. Too many. See, that's what I like. That's what I like. All energy. All that is energy. All that is just chants and anthems that the crowd is just starting, that everybody is enjoying, that everybody's participating in. In that sense, yeah, for sure. He got scared. This nigga down here, he got scared. He got scared off that firecracker. Yeah, you right there. Yeah. He ain't really get scared. He ain't jump, but he knew what was going on. Still got a little startled though. He ain't know where it came from. Look, another one. This is one FC or IFC. This is like their student section right here. Uh huh. Uh huh. This usually starts with one person too. Just like how this, it's like how this cameraman or whoever he is, he's trying to start this. That's how it usually starts. That's what usually like starts off the intensity. You feel me? And then you got to see if the crowd is gonna match it. In Europe's case, they always match it. Always. Always. Overall, this was a good video. I'm glad that we saw part two. I'm even more glad that we saw part one before this. If y'all didn't see part one, make sure y'all go check that out. For the USA, in part one, they had more soccer teams than football teams. In this one, they had more college football teams than obviously soccer teams. So it was a little bit different, but it was still similar. We still got to see the fan bases from both sides and what they bring. You already know what time it is when it comes to these atmospheres, man. They get crazy. So if you in any of these atmospheres, if you enjoy any of these atmospheres, please make sure you stay safe because you never know what could happen within all these people, within all this competition or drama or whatever the case is. You just want to stay safe in all these situations. So I appreciate Football Europa, Europa, yeah, Europa for posting this video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and letting me know to watch it also. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. 20,000 subs is coming up very soon. So let's hit that goal. All right. I'll see y'all very, very soon. Love y'all.